Inter's last 4 matches in all competitions have only won once. The 2-0 victory here over Roma in the Coppa Italia quarter-finals, but it has been a very challenging run of fixtures. Milan, Roma, Napoli, Liverpool, and now Sassuolo. Things begin to get a little bit easier on paper, albeit Sassuolo come here with nothing to lose, and they will play their football, that much is true, whether it's De Zerbi or indeed his successor, Alessio Dionisi, faring very well.
Cek 1 2 3 dicoba. Cek. Halo. Ya, halo, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Agak kareba bosku. Para penonton semua dimanapun kalian berada, semoga rezeki kalian mengalir deras tanpa batas. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Ya, oke, kita lanjut lagi bosku. Live streaming kali ini adalah pertandingan Liga Italia Serie A, lanjutan pekan ke-26 kompetisi Serie A Liga Italia musim 2021-2022 antara Inter Milan versus Sassuolo. Ya, kick off akan dimulai sebentar lagi, kurang lebih 1 menit lagi, pada pukul 1 malam hari Senin 21 Februari 2022. Untuk kick off pukul 12 dini hari waktu Indonesia Barat. Untuk area Sulawesi Selatan, kick off dimulai pada pukul 1 malam. Ya, bosku, saksikan pertandingannya antara Inter Milan versus Sassuolo. Pertandingan ini diadakan di Stadion Giuseppe Meazza. Pasukan Simone Inzaghi diunggulkan meraih kemenangan. Ya, pada pertemuan pertama musim ini, Nerazzurri berhasil mengalahkan Sassuolo dengan skor tipis 1-2 dalam laga yang berlangsung di Mapei Stadium. Selain itu, Inter Milan juga sedang kokoh di peringkat kedua klasemen Liga Italia. Kemudian Sassuolo terjebak di urutan 12 dengan selisih 24 poin. Tidak cuma rapor pertandingan yang jadi keunggulan Inter Milan atas Sassuolo, hasrat La Binea Mata untuk kembali ke puncak serta cari pelampiasan seusai kalah di Liga Champions juga jadi alasan. Inter Milan ada Handanovic, De Ambrosio, Skriniar, Di Marco, Dumfries, Vidal, Barella, Çalhanoğlu, Perisic, Sanchez, dan Lautaro. Pelatih adalah Simone Inzaghi. Sassuolo dengan pemain Muldur, Chiriches, Ayan, Rogero, Fratesi, Lopez, Berardi, Raspadori, Tarore, Scamacca. Ya, saksikan saja bosku pertandingannya. Bagi yang begadang dimanapun kalian berada, jangan lupa ngopi bosku ya. Bagi yang nongkrong di rumah, silakan bikin kopi sendiri. Ya, bagi yang nongkrong di warkop, ya silakan pesan kopinya, bosku ya. Jangan lupa pasangannya kopi ya rokok. Kalau tidak ada rokok ya vape bolehlah. Oke, sebentar lagi kita akan saksikan pertandingan antara Liga Italia Serie A pekan ke-26 Inter Milan versus Sassuolo. Oke, buat bosku semua dimanapun kalian berada atau yang baru bergabung di channel saya doakan rezeki kalian mengalir deras tanpa batas. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Salam sehat selalu, salam sejahtera semuanya. Semoga COVID cepat berlalu. Ya, sebentar lagi bosku. Kick off dimulai pada pukul 1 waktu Indonesia Timur. Sedangkan untuk yang di wilayah Indonesia Barat itu pukul 12.00 ya, tengah malam. Untuk wilayah Indonesia Timur, kalian bisa saksikan pertandingan ini pada pukul 1 ya. Pukul 1 malam. Tepatnya pada hari Senin, tanggal 21 Februari 2022. Ya, oke bosku. Silakan disimak. Ya. Thank you semuanya yang sudah bergabung. Terima kasih banyak atas supportnya dan dukungannya ya. Bagi yang begadang, selamat begadang ya. Sambil menikmati secangkir kopi. Mantap. Oke bosku, sebentar lagi akan dimulai. Ini kelebihan merekam begini. Keluar suara di laptop. Kalau orang nonton ada suara keluar.
From the Liverpool game. Barella returns from suspension while Di Marco and dini deputised for Bastoni and Brozovic, who are both banned in Serie A. Damian for Dumfries and Alexis Sanchez in place of Checo are the other two switches for the home side. A trio of alterations for the visitors. Ferrari's suspended after his dismissal against Roma. Raspadori and Scamacca serve their one-match bans in that draw with the Giallorossi. Come back into the side to relieve Matteo Seri and Gregoire Duel. Simone Inzaghi expects his side to get back to winning ways in Serie A. They lost in the derby, they were held at Napoli. But Alessio Dionisi, having already won on this ground this season, is determined to once again play party pooper. We should expect goals this evening, Massimo Paganini. How do you see this one?
I think so, because Sassuolo, it's from the 26th of September, they don't have elections. So it means that it's 18 in a row for them that they consider a goal. And on the other side, we have Inter that is the best attacker of this league. We know that they create a lot of opportunity.
Handanovic immediately under pressure. Di Marco decides to knock it long. Lautaro Martinez links up with his strike partner. Alexis Sanchez for the first time. Traore got a foot to the ball. Here he is again. He's been in good form. Scamacca back to Traore. Now Raspadori takes over. And here's Traore's in here. He rather rushed the effort, and what a chance for Sassuolo inside the first minute of the match.
And then it worked immediately, and people see Traore that tried with his wicked foot. And you see from the start here, from the back, they try to build up from the back inside. But Sassuolo is very dangerous because as we see, they have nothing to lose in this match, so they could be very dangerous. They are pressing very high, so it's not easy to build up from the back.
This fixture has bizarre history. It's almost unique in Serie A terms. Inter won the first 3 matches they played against Sassuolo by an aggregate score of 15-0. There were 2 7-0 victories in that time. One here, one at the Mappe. But then after that sequence, they lost 7 of the next 8. They since haven't been defeated in any of the most recent 6. So it's all or nothing, really. Perisic running at Muldur. Cross is far too close to Consigne, which is almost something of a taboo subject. His name, when you talk to Interisti, they are convinced that Consigne plays out of his skin every time he plays against the Nerazzurri, which is doing something of a disservice to a goalkeeper who's been very consistent year in, year out during his time in Serie A, first with Atalanta and latterly with Sassuolo. Between them, these 2 goalkeepers this evening have the best part of 1,000 games in the Italian top 5 between them.
On the left side, Berardi on the other side, so they have to play inverted wings, and Maxim Lopez and Fratesi just in front of him for Scamacca and Raspadori.
Scamacca's been fouled there. He is one player that will always garner attention. It's hard to miss. 6'5" and absolutely brilliant, as he showcased here against Milan with that stunning strike from all of 30 yards into the top corner. If you're to believe newspaper reports, Scamacca is one player that Inter are looking at, not with his teammate Davide Fratesi wearing 16. Perisic in a hurry. Lautaro gets there ahead of Kirikesh. It's just behind Alexis Sanchez. Maxim Lopez does the tidying up. Scamacca, cleverly done. Fratesi breaking forward. Traore ahead of him. That's who he looks for. It's Junior Traore with Raspadori in support. Traore still. And Skriniar not only won the challenge, he got the goal kick too.
Another great race for Inter. Sassuolo did that against Milan and against Juventus. They play counter-attack and they play very well. And so Inter have to pay attention on that situation when they try to attack, but they have also to cover, you know, and do not give this chance to Sassuolo to come back to come out from the back.
Sassuolo began this match down in the 12th spot, slightly surprising given the talent that they possess and what's gone before. They were 8th last season, the same league position the season before. They have frequently been the best of the rest outside Serie A's 7 sisters. Kyriakopoulos caught there by Damian.
Sassuolo also is one of the 5 best teams in our league on ball possession. So it means that they love to build up from the back, they do not waste the ball, and they try to do their best to create problems to the opponent.
Indeed, Sassuolo went into this weekend with a higher average ball possession than Inter, only marginally, 57% to the Nerazzurri's 56.7. Napoli lead the way with a shade over 60, and Fiorentina were second. Clear transformation for them under Vincenzo Italiano. But it's all about what you do with the ball that counts, and Inter have done more than anyone else in Serie A. 55 goals gives them the best attack in the league. Provided they win away at Bologna in their game in hand, they would be top of the pile, but they can yet go there by claiming all 3 points here. Çalhanoğlu. Damian nearly forgot to take the ball with him. Skriniar. Di Marco looking for Perisic. Won by Muldur. Maxim Lopez unable to find Fratesi, but it breaks for Berardi. And now Fratesi. Here come the white shirts once more. Raspadori up in support. Fratesi, Raspadori, Fratesi once more. And Scamacca, Massimo was presumably trying to find Raspadori.
Yes, he's trying to do that. Close the triangle, with the Frattesi and try to find the Raspadori inside the box. It's as we said, they love to play like that, and you have to pay attention, especially for the run of the midfield player that love to run to the defense without the ball.
We saw the Inter president there, Stephen Chang, who has extended his stay in Milan. He's been in the north of Italy since the 7th of January. There's talk of him remaining at least until after the second leg against Liverpool. Sassuolo unhappy because they don't feel Di Marco's shirt was pulled at all, but that's what Francesco Fornò has decided. And Giovanni Carnevali, who's the CEO of Sassuolo, enjoys a very good working relationship with the Inter CEO for sport, Beppe Marotta, hence why there is a lot of traction when it comes to that transfer talk. Massimo, we've seen Sassuolo break 2 or 3 times already. How much of that is to do with Inter missing Brozovic?
Ya, bosku. Kita lihat pada menit ke-8 tadi, Sassuolo berhasil mencetak 1 gol ke gawang Inter Milan. Luar biasa bosku di menit-menit awal ini. Baru bermain di menit awal, Inter Milan sudah kegolan 1 gol. Kita lihat saja perkembangan selanjutnya seperti apa bosku. Stay tune. YSI Sport News. Salam dari Makassar, Sulawesi Selatan.
Very high pressing. Maxime Lopez received the ball and Berardi again an assist for Raspadori that moves perfectly in between the lines. He received this ball and nothing to do for Andanovic.
They have been threatening to open up Inter on several occasions already. And the Nerazzurri did not heed the warning. Alessio Dionisi, Sassuolo, good value for this advantage, and Francesco Fornò just checking, presumably with Paolo Valeni, the video assistant referee, that there was no foul by Berardi on Çalhanoğlu. But did Raspadori take his goal well? His 8th of the league season. And having bagged a brace on this ground against Milan last season, he scores at the Piazza once again, this time against Inter. And the champions now are looking shaky.
Asking for a goal from the start of this match after 9 minutes and they score.
It's looking to respond. Lautaro Martinez gets it back from Darmian. Çalhanoğlu, Alexis Sanchez. Skriniar forced backwards by Junior Traoré. They knew this time would come sooner or later, Inter, that they would be without Marcelo Brozovic. The only match prior to today, incidentally, that he had missed was against Empoli. The start of their Coppa Italia campaign, he was suspended for that as well. Dini clearly does not possess.
Sambil ngopi. Yo.
In fact, it's Barella who's being asked to build up from the back and play in that regista role. De Vrij. Skriniar. Nicely done. Alexis Sanchez. Gagliardini keeps it in play. Skriniar did well to keep possession, and he's found Alexis Sanchez, who ran out of pitch. Goal kick.
Actually, at this moment, Sassuolo is doing very well. You will see Berardi that steal the ball, and again, his ball in between the lines on the channel for Raspadori, stunning finishing from Raspadori from the outside, or just inside from the box. But as I said, a great mentality by Sassuolo at the moment, because they are pressing very high. The defense line is playing very high. There is no space for Inter to play the ball verticalized and in between the lines, so it's a problem.
Çalhanoğlu has turned into trouble. Scamacca's won it back. This time, Sassuolo in too much of a hurry to find Berardi, who is having yet another brilliant season in Serie A. Into double figures, 4 goals and assists. He was stripped of the captaincy at the start of the season, but that seems to have taken a weight off his shoulders. Kyriakopoulos too quick for Gagliardini. Skriniar, Barella, Gagliardini, Darmian for Alexis Sanchez, he'll get the return, Darmian's ball in, Consigli was brave, he just won't go in at the moment for Lautaro Martinez. Excellent hold-up play by Scamacca meantime, Raspadori, releasing Muldur. Very positive goalkeeping there from Andrea Consigli. That was a lovely cross from Darmian.
Yes, fantastic ball by Sanchez inside the box, and Darmian that's attacking the space.
Just for a moment, the Vistas lost possession there. Berardi's pass to Maxime Lopez, not quite the cleanest, nor was that touch from Kalian. Maxime Lopez, who's the only man who can rival Brozovic for a number of passes attempted this season. Berardi, nice give and go between him and Scamacca. Sassuolo looking so up for this, so lively. Traore, Raspadori. The champions not quite looking themselves. Muldur, Raspadori between the lines. Berardi, Fratesi, Raspadori. Barella got something on the ball. But it's Sassuolo who are playing the pretty football. It's Inter who are struggling to live with their opponents. We haven't said that all too often this season. Be it in the Champions League, the Coppa Italia. Certainly not in Serie A.
Cleared away by Handanovic, but that's fairly poor. Straight to Ihan. Sassuolo haven't missed Ferrari at all thus far because they haven't had any defending to do. They've been positive right from the outset. The question will of course be whether they can sustain it over 90 minutes. They did have the lead in the reverse fixture. Maxime Lopez. Berardi. Here's Maxime Lopez again. Fratesi could have turned. I'm not aware of what was behind it. Cleared away by Consigli. Hidden point for Berardi. It's done well to get away from Perisic. This is Fratesi breaking forward. Scamacca in the middle. It's just behind him. Darmian was tripped, but the referee lets the advantage go.
Another dangerous situation. That Sassuolo is waiting for Inter that have some problems to build up because they don't have Brozovic, so Barella not attack the space. Gagliardini doesn't have the same qualities of Barella, so they are just a little bit in trouble. They are not using the wing backs, so Perisic and Darmian.
Handanovic tries to change that and finds the head of Perisic. Di Marco running beyond him. And Ihan gets in ahead of Alexis Sanchez. That was more direct from Inter, very nearly devastating. Muldur. Kirikesh. That's careless, straight to Çalhanoğlu. It's Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Consigli was beaten, and the ball flashes narrowly wide.
And that's what Sassuolo don't have to do, you know, give the opportunity to Inter to break and receive the ball. Here we'll see Çalhanoğlu in 2 touches. One, the first that moved the ball, the second he shot on goal with his wicked foot from outside the box. Perfect diagonal, left-footed from outside the box. and just nearly outside of the post, the far post.
On this occasion, doesn't win the challenge with De Vrij. Ivan Perisic. It's his ball in towards Lautaro Martinez. Damian first to the loose ball. That will be against first corner. And Inter are threatening from these situations.
Inter need just a little bit more space and time to play the ball. They can't think it too much because Sassuolo is doing very well the pressing. So we will see after a few minutes if they will have enough time and space to build up.
Çalhanoğlu with the corner, headed by Gagliardini, dealt with by Kyriakopoulos. And Raspadori hooks it to safety. But that has been a reliable route to goal all season long for Inter. Çalhanoğlu's corners. They have so many options in the team. The nod of Inter trying to make themselves heard. Alexis Sanchez allowed space to shoot, and Concini got right behind him.
It's not just start Inter, you know. Sanchez here did a great movement. He tried to attack the space, then he came in front of the defense line to receive this ball, control and shot on goal.
Traore holding off Skriniar, lovely feet from him. But Damian wins it back. Çalhanoğlu. Damian again. Looks really fired up. Chance to prove himself. An opportunity ahead of Dan. Of Dumfries in the side and needs to have another corner.
He said, well, it's very dangerous. They are the best team in our league.
Çalhanoğlu with the corner. Perisic unmarked. And Di Marco could keep it down.
They are the best team in our league to score by heads. So they scored 14 goals just in our league and also in Champions League. So they are one of the best in Europe.
We may well see Edin Dzeko in the second half, particularly if this scoreline persists. Once again, Scamacca couldn't make it stick. Barella for Perisic. Inter now in the ascendancy. Perisic away from Muldur. Inviting cross in. High hand clear. Barella. Gagliardini. That came off the head of Fratesi. Out by Traore. Skriniar. Sassuolo now picked back. Damian wins the 50-50 with Traore. Gagliardini, that could have easily turned into a very good ball for Alexis Sanchez, but the flag was up for offside.
Now we start Inter that was right. They are doing better now, but as I said, the distance between the Sassuolo's players are just a little bit. Wasn't offside in this situation. Maybe Lautaro was in offside, but not Gagliardini for sure.
Lautaro presumably deemed to be interfering with play by getting in front of the defender and stopping him from blocking that Gagliardini cross. Concini's had a couple of saves to make already, but it's Sassuolo who have the lead. Berardi, he's been quiet thus far. That was gratuitous from Di Marco. Just kicked through the back of Domenico Berardi. Tirikic. Headed away by Di Marco. Gagliardini felt a shove in the back. Referee, let's play continue. Skriniar needed to make sure he got enough purchase there with Scamacca lurking. Alexis Sanchez, nicely done. Gagliardini, he'll get the return from Perisic. Still Gagliardini. Mulder there, doubling up well with Fratesi. Calmly done by Sassuolo once again to build out from the back. Berardi's flick. Raspadori nowhere near him. Sassuolo won away at Juventus. They won here against Milan. They were a Gregoire de Frel disallowed goal away from beating Napoli, Massimo. Why is it they can't sustain those results every week against some of the smaller sides in the league?
We'll see. Just wait.
Perisic unable to bring the ball under control.
If it was for that, they could be at the top of the league with the Serie A season. So they're a very good team. They're De Zerbi first, and then Alessio Dionisi very well. They build it up a good team with good personality and confidence. So they are doing well, especially with the big team, maybe because they think about that, and they have to improve.
Lautaro Martinez, he's got down, and the free kick goes against him. He was well found by Barella, and the Argentine suggesting that should have been a penalty. The way it is, a nice disguise from Barella. Tough one to call. Mulder has stayed down. Lautaro saying that if anyone caught anyone else, it was Mulder impeding Lautaro Martinez and not the other way around, which is the way the referee saw things. But so far this season, Simone Inzaghi's men have bounced back from all of their league defeats, all of their defeats all told. When they were beaten here by Real Madrid, they responded with a 6-1 victory over Bologna. When they were defeated at Lazio, they followed that up with victory over Seri. The loss at the Bernabeu then saw a 4-0 win here over Cagliari. And Roma were put to the sword in the cup after the recent defeat against Milan. They are on the back of a loss once again, this time Liverpool. Yet Simone Inzaghi in danger of losing that tremendous record of bounce-back ability to borrow a term from golf. Flicked on by Berardi. The game has now settled into a more familiar pattern with Inter as champions and the home side taking the game to their opponents. Kyriakopoulos wins the header. Maxime Lopez. Traoré couldn't control. Damian. He's found a way through to Çalhanoğlu. And here's Barella now. Lautaro Martinez! Well, that sums up his current form. The flag was up for offside, but he's got one goal in this calendar year, and he looks short of confidence.
He moves perfectly between the two guys. You see the two centre back. At the end, he did shot properly. Just try a very tight angle and try to find the far post. It was offside anyway, but we see that Inter start to come inside the match.
This is a surprising scoreline given Sassuolo's recent efforts. Just one win in their previous 8 in Serie A. But they seem to come alive against Inter. Perisic. Kirikesh takes it off the toes of Çalhanoğlu. Di Marco. Çalhanoğlu. Di Marco again. Kirikesh stayed on his feet, but then he's given it away.
Gol. 5 menit ke-26 bosku. Sassuolo berhasil mencetak lagi gol, luar biasa. Gawang Inter Milan dibantai oleh Sassuolo. Mana pendukungnya Sassuolo? Ayo. Komen bosku.
Good ball from Ihan. Maxime Lopez. Raspadori now. Traoré in support. Scamacca calling for it. Traoré looks for Scamacca! And Sassuolo have a second. No one picked him up. And his future may lie at Inter, but in the here and now, he has doubled Sassuolo's lead.
another great play, another piece of play by Sassuolo here. We will see again. Perisic thought that Scamacca was in offside, but he wasn't. Just behind of Di Marco, and the right time, great header by Scamacca here. You can't miss a player like Scamacca inside the box. You know, you have to follow him. And Di Marco here.
Sassuolo have some of the most coveted young talent in Serie A. Raspadori with the opener, Scamacca with the second. And having scored an absolute thunderbolt here against Milan, he has just showcased another area of his skill set, his ability in the air. And now Inter trail by 2. And suddenly, Milan's draw in Salerno not looking a bad result. And Napoli still to come this weekend. This very much a hangover from that loss here to Liverpool on Wednesday. That's Scamacca now into double figures for the league season. It could yet get worse for the Nerazzurri, but the flag goes up for offside against Scamacca. That period when Inter were absolutely petrified of playing Sassuolo. 7 defeats in 8 matches, but between them it looked like in Conte's 2 seasons and then the reverse fixture with Simone Inzaghi that they had ended that curse in the malediction. Alexis Sanchez, Gagliardini, dispossessed fairly by Kirikesh. Now Sassuolo spring forward once more with purpose. Traoré.
You can see how many players that Sassuolo have over the line of the ball. So they always play in front. This is very important. For Inter, it's not so easy to mark them. They have to think about to defend very well.
Consiglia's found Traoré, that's a gorgeous first touch. The second one's not bad either. Well cut out by Di Marco. Perisic. Di Marco again. A bit more urgency now about Inter. You can't even say the team selection has backfired because most of the calls for Simone Inzaghi were enforced. Brozovic and Bastoni both suspended. Dzeko was due arrest. Flicked on by Lautaro Martinez. Fratesi picks up the pieces. Well, there were 2 rather telling quotes from Alessio Dionisi when he addressed the media yesterday. The first was, we're not playing for visibility, when it was put to him that Fratesi and Scamacca would be keen to impress potential suitors. And I'll tell you about the second one shortly. Çalhanoğlu wins another corner. The second line that really stood out from that media conference was Dionisi saying, memories of Milan are in the past, we're focused on the here and now. When it was put to him that Sassuolo had already beaten the Rossoneri on this ground this season, could they repeat the trick? They're certainly on course to do exactly that. Di Marco takes the corner, Skriniar! What a save from Consiglio! How on earth has he kept that out?
Fantastic save by Consiglio that maybe he didn't see the ball immediately and he just reacts. As we can see, he just reacted because it was a certain goal, that one.
Maxime Lopez was on the line, but such was the force and the power behind the effort from Milan Skriniar. He might not have necessarily got anything on it, but Andrea Consigli underlining his credentials, reminding the Inter fans why they're sick of the sight of him. That said, he did give away a penalty in the reverse fixture, so he is not without flaws.
Çalhanoğlu. Scamacca determined to win back possession. And Ayhan gets the throw.
So that's Di Marco was between two men and have Perisic that have to follow Scamacca in that situation. He misjudged the position of the centre forward of Sassuolo.
Whose fault is that, Massimo? Was Di Marco too deep, or did Perisic just lose his man?
Yeah, I think that Perisic have to close that diagonal and give a hand to Di Marco in that situation, because Di Marco have to mark a man that he was very close to him, and he can't mark two men in that situation.
Traore. Clever ball for Raspadori. Unaware of Kyriakopoulos running off here. Barella caught, and that will be a free kick. Traore leaving one in there on Nicolò Barella. But Sassuolo have coped really well without their captain, Gianmarco Ferrari, who's such an important piece to what they do. They are fairly open at the back, but Ferrari makes sure that they're not completely gung-ho. He was sent off late on in that draw against Roma. We mentioned some of their giant killing feats. They really should have beaten Roma at the Olimpico, and yet El Shaarawy scored a late winner for Mourinho's side. They were minutes away from getting their revenge until that equaliser from Cristante. Gorgeous play from Lautaro Martinez. Di Marco now. Kidikesh has had a fine match, seemingly in the right place at the right time. Scamacca, nice idea. Di Perisic, Di Marco, Perisic again. Away by Kyriakopoulos just as Alexis Sanchez was preparing to pounce. Maxime Lopez, that's a foul by Skriniar.
Another good play. When Inter used the wing back, they could be very dangerous, because they use the width of the pitch, and inside could come Di Marco or Çalhanoğlu on the left side, and on this side Gagliardini or Skriniar.
Traore with the pace to surge away from a series of men in black and blue. Raspadori. Slightly awkward pass for Berardi to deal with. Berardi's cross is overhit. Switch from Gagliardini. Perisic. Should be easy for Ayhan. Miscued. Çalhanoğlu's header. And it runs here for Gagliardini. Another good stop from Consigli. Çalhanoğlu meantime, half a yard. At least it was, until Mulder slammed the door shut.
As we see, when they use the width of the pitch, they can stretch the defense line and also the Sassuolo team, and there is a lot of space for the midfield player to arrive there and shot on goal.
Inter definitely not out of this one. They are now creating opportunity after opportunity. Chances coming along very easily now, but they'll have to find a way past Andrea Consigli. Seeks out Alexis Sanchez. Kidikesh has not put a foot wrong. Berardi. Frattesi running beyond him. Devray takes it into touch.
Build up from the back, and you see the final shot from outside. It's not Andanovic have to do that, because they don't have Dzeko in front. So a long kick in the air, it will be not easy to control for Sanchez and Lautaro Martinez.
Scamacca unable to hold it up. That's been a good tussle between him and Stefan Devray so far. this evening. Sassuolo desperate to go in with this 2-goal lead intact at the break. Çalhanoğlu
Rode the challenge with Berardi. Looks for Darmian. Well played, Yorgos Kyriakopoulos. Skriniar. Çalhanoğlu. Raspadori testing Skriniar's pace. Di Marco can deliver. Ayhan once again a step ahead of Lautaro Martinez. Perisic away by Maxime Lopez. That's Çalhanoğlu. Di Marco. Perisic well cut out by Maxime Lopez, and Inter have committed numbers forward once again. Traoré, he might go himself here. Running at Skriniar. Still Traoré. Berardi. Still Berardi. It's off the frame of the goal. And Sassuolo inches away from making it 3-0. Alexis Sanchez meantime. Overhit for Lautaro Martinez. Inter riding their luck.
Another great break by Sassuolo, you will see. It was a missed pass by Çalhanoğlu, but we see as Sassuolo can do when they counter-attack, and also the quality of the play of Sassuolo in front. Traoré, Berardi, Raspadori, Frattesi when he attacked, and also Scamacca. So, as we say, it's risky for Inter to try to miss a pass, you know, in a bad situation.
Right hand has found Frattesi. He was caught there. Gagliardini and Barella both unhappy. It has been a season of sensational matches, Massimo, but I don't remember a game as entertaining as this one in the opening 40 minutes or so.
Oh, unbelievable. Really fantastic match, because Inter is trying to do the match, you know, to make the match in the right way, but on the other side we have Sassuolo that have a great quality, and as we said, with a counter-attack can create lots of problems to Inter.
For a moment it appeared that chance had gone for Domenico Berardi. Managed to work just the space necessary to get the shot away, and Handanovic wasn't getting there, and Inter grateful to the crossbar. Berardi with an astonishing 7 goals against Inter on his CV, 10 against Milan, believe it or not. Once scored 4 in a single match against the Rossoneri, what they call a poker in this part of the world. Di Marco. Skriniar. Darmian. Barella. Good football from Inter. Gagliardini. Barella turned down the first time cross. Inter start again with Gagliardini. 5 minutes to play until the break. Çalhanoğlu. Scamacca went through the back of him. He protected the ball well there. Pekan Çalhanoğlu.
Well, Inter is not moving the ball fast enough, you know, and Sassuolo had the opportunity to close the space, to attack the man with the ball, and take from him time and space to play the ball after. So it's very important that they will start to move the ball quicker than that.
They could do with a goal from Lautaro Martinez. They could do with this relative goal drought coming to an end. Just one in this calendar year, and it came from the penalty spot in the Super Cup against Juventus. Çalhanoğlu with the set piece. Perisic round the back. And I'm not sure whether he was looking for a teammate or going for goal.
I don't know, it was 50-50 maybe. Just try to, put the ball inside the 6-yard box, but it wasn't easy for him. There were many fronts.
It did appear that Ivan Perisic was headed for the Inter exit, but there's now talk of a 2-year contract extension. He's had a fabulous season. Scamacca penalised for the foul on De Vrij. Speaking of contract talks, Marcelo Brozovic set to follow in the footsteps of Pepe Marotta, Piero Ausilio and Bachin, trio who make up Inter's transfer committee essentially. Skriniar. De Vrij. That's four. Straight to Berardi. Once again, Traoré, the furthest man forward in wide. Skriniar won the ball, and now he can drive into forward. Skriniar. Alexis Sanchez, space for Gagliardini, but the pass for once over here. Still there for Di Marco. Gagliardini. He's done well to find Perisic. Teammates wait, but Perisic goes for goal, and it flashes off target.
Very great movement. He attacked the space with the right time. It wasn't foul here, just more, but anyway, he attacked the space with the right time, but tried to find the far post. But the shot was just powerful, not accuracy of that shot. And you will see Jacob that started warming up.
Fairly wild in the end from Ivan Perisic. Unusual to see no end product from him. When Inter have found the target, Consigni's been waiting.
It's strange. It's how do you say, a deja vu, because Jacob comes inside from in the first match that they had in Sassuolo. So we will see tonight if he can do the same thing that he did there.
Dzeko came on and very swiftly latched onto a ball from Perisic, the head in at the back post. And then Lautaro Martinez scored an all-important penalty after Consigli came charging out. Inter will know that Sassuolo can be pegged back, but they are so frustratingly inconsistent, the Neroverdi. Just a couple of weeks ago, they were thumped 4-0 at Marassi by struggling Sampdoria. Given away there to Perisic, who in turn presents possession to Ihan. Great first touch from Traoré. Maxime Lopez running beyond it. This is Berardi. Final minute of the first half. Berardi. Raspadori. Still there for Traoré. Options away to his right. Kyriakopoulos on his near side. Kyriakopoulos, and still did Handanovic touch it? It is a corner.
Again, we saw how many players of Sassuolo attacked the defense line of Inter. Kyriakopoulos was here because Raspadori, Traoré was inside the page, and he attacked the space and received the ball. Very confident now, actually, Sassuolo, so it's not easy to play against them.
Berardi saying, just for once, play it my way. Traoré with the corner. That's comfortable for Handanovic. Just 60 seconds of added time. Perhaps just enough time remaining for Inter to charge forward in search of a goal to halve the deficit. Çalhanoğlu. Perisic gets there, so too did Fratesi. It's a corner.
What a run by Fratesi, 60 meters. Just try to stop Perisic. Fantastic.
Wonderful commitment from a very highly rated young man. Barella lurks on the edge of the box. Di Marco with the corner. De Vrij's header. Still there for Skriniar. And Kirikesh gets it away to safety. He was impeded in the process. And Sassuolo appeared to have held firm until the half-time break. And now they can regroup.
to have
Oke
to take
bosku,
on
selesai
and
juga
play
babak
inside
pertama
the match.
antara
Now will be
pertandingan
the
Inter Milan versus
halftime.
Sassuolo.
Simone
Di
Inzaghi
babak
can
pertama
speak
ini
to his team and try to
Sassuolo unggul
find some
2-0
solution.
atas Inter Milan.
Sassuolo
Ya, kita
underlining
saksikan sebentar
their
bosku babak kedua
well-deserved
seperti apa.
tag of
Tetap
giant
stay tune
pillars.
in my
Having
channel
toppled
YouTube.
Juventus on their own patch,
Jangan
having beat
kemana-mana,
Milan
kita
here,
iklan dulu
they have a
sejenak.
healthy half-time lead against the champions. At the break, Inter nil,
Kita lihat
Sassuolo
iklan dulu
2.
sejenak bosku ya. Baru tetap kita lanjut babak kedua. Apakah Inter Milan di babak kedua berhasil membalas? Kita lihat saja.
What is it? It is passion and style, heritage and diversity, creativity and innovation. Italy is simply extraordinary, be it.
Tidak ada yang sebanding dengan keberhasilan, kenangan, inspirasi dan harapan yang dibawanya.
Nothing compares to sport.
Semua telah terekam dalam pikiran kita. Berdiri di arena, ribuan orang memanggil nama kita. Sesuatu terjadi. Sekarang semuanya ada padamu.
This is your moment.
Kanan dari ekspektasi yang menyerang. Kamu berhasil. Kamu dianggap legenda.
And that is that beautifully.
Kamu salah? Ya, itu bukan pilihan. Jam terus berdetak dan suara itu hilang begitu saja.
Focus.
Inilah dia. Sekaranglah.
Flash of a finish. Sensational.
Such explosive power.
Suara itu. Perasaan itu.
You want it to last forever.
Tidak peduli siapapun kamu menjalaninya. Dan itulah kenapa kita mencintainya. Peperangan dimulai.
And we're ready.
Para prajurit mulai maju.
Now it's going.
Tanah mulai bergetar.
Retier flying into the corner.
Prajurit pun berani bertarung untuk sebuah hak milik.
And it's the raging bull.
Bertabrakan untuk try zone.
Brilliant rugby. A brilliant try.
Dan bertaruh untuk keabadian.
Shima scores.
Dalam sebuah perang, kekalahan bukanlah pilihan.
The perfect finish.
Di PCR Champions Cup live di beIN Sports.
ชื่อพิชยานินทีรักษ์ระวิกุลนะคะชื่อเล่นชื่อไมค์ค่ะทีมในดวงใจของหนูนะคะคือแน่นอนว่าลิเวอร์พูลค่ะจุดที่แบบทำให้เราคลั่งคือ FA คัพปี 2006 ตอนแรกจะแพ้ละเฮ้ยเจอราร์ดมายิงนาทีสุดท้ายสุดยอดมากๆอ่ะสามารถพลิกกลับมาหลังจากนั้นนี่
Ya, situasi sekarang ini di Makassar, Sulawesi Selatan waktu Indonesia Timur pukul 1.55 ya, tengah malam ya bosku ya. Dan di Makassar saat ini, terutama di kota Makassar ini, sementara diguyur hujan bosku ya.
บางคนนี่บอกว่าเฮ้ยก็เลิกเชียร์สิไปเชียร์
Nantikan babak keduanya.
ไม่ใช่
Lanjut
ค่ะ
sebentar
สิ่งที่
bosku.
เราไปแล้วเราก็ต้องรักตลอดไป
Sini lagi hujan deras bosku.
ไม่ว่าจะแพ้ชนะคุณจะได้ยินเสียงเพลงนี้ในสนามการเป็นแฟนลิเวอร์พูลแล้วได้ออกไปเจอผู้คนแล้วคุณจะไม่ได้อย่างเดียวดายมีจริงๆอันนี้คือสิ่งที่ทำให้หลงรักลิเวอร์พูลมาจนถึงทุกวันนี้
And
Tes 1.
Gets into the area, step over after step over. Squares it, looking for Jordi Alba, didn't reach him though. Busquets wins it back, Frenkie de Jong finding Alba. Alba with the cross into the far post. What a start! Henry with the goal. 1 minute 16 seconds on the clock. And Barcelona take the lead in the derby. Lopez furious. Xavi Hernandez with a little smile on his face there. And no wonder Pedri makes it 1-0.
His players trying to block the view of Dani Cardenas. Four-man wall. Oh, is it in? It's Pekan with the strike. And it's off the inside of the post. And now Pekan, his second of the game, and quickly they do get two in front again. What a crazy game. Non-stop scoring.
Stats lifted high.
Turn, it's found its way in. There's a glance over to see if the offside flag will be raised. It hasn't been for the time being. Angel Rodriguez converts with what was not the cleanest of contact. The setup was by Muriqi. Sends this in, it's a good delivery, and it's behind and Marceau finishes it. And there is a late twist again, and it was Hermoso who scored the winner against Valencia in that last game. Has he done so again here? It was scrappy, it was sloppy defending maybe, but Atletico somehow got their noses in front through Mario Hermoso.
Yankel over the top. Connects with De Tomas. Trying to get away from Araujo. And there's the equaliser. And it was coming. And it's Sergi Darder who makes it. And he placed that so superbly well that Ter Stegen had no chance. Raul De Tomas taking the intelligent decision. There was no way through for him. Little bit of space for Darder. And what a way to finish, placing it beyond the reach of the keeper.
Bersiaplah Gunners, tonton semua hal terbaik. Sepanjang musim, semua tentang The Gunners. Dengan highlight dan update terkini.
Oh, fantastic!
Cerita di balik momen-momen unik. Laga-laga ikonik.
History has been made.
Dan tentunya interview eksklusif. Rasakan kebanggaan, semangat dan kejayaan The Gunners. Tonton Arsenal TV di beIN Sport 1. Hanya butuh satu percikan untuk nyalakan hati. Fans dan tim bersatu di jalan terang. Dengan semangat dan rivalitas membara. Siapa akan menyalakannya? Dan jadi api dari Turki. Cari tahu di Super League Turki. hanya di Bein Sports. Fajar baru telah menanti, bintang baru kan muncul, pasukan kekuatan baru, semangat berjuang pemberani demi kebanggaan, kejayaan, dan kehormatan. Bersiap untuk pertarungan dini. Ini hanya di Bein Sports.
Saya ini adalah anugerah dan karunia. Perjalanan saya ke Old Trafford adalah pengalaman yang sangat-sangat tak bisa saya lupakan dan masih terus menyiang di pikiran saya sampai hari ini. Mungkin saat MU kalah, ada sebagian fan yang malu pakai jersey MU. Tapi buat saya, MU dan logo MU melekat di tubuh saya selamanya. Semua yang saya miliki pasti tentang MU. Semuanya. MU bukan hanya sebuah klub kebanggaan, tapi juga jiwa, jati diri, dan hidup saya. Saya percaya ada magis tersendiri dari sepak bola. Dia bisa menyatukan semua orang dari semua kalangan. Saat menang ataupun kalah, fans sejati tetap berdiri dan support klubnya. Cinta saya selamanya untuk MU.
What is it? It is passion and style, heritage and diversity, creativity and innovation. Italy is simply extraordinary, be it.
Lima, anche su E. Vale, siete due mediani. Ciala, siete due mediani adesso. Cioè, noi dobbiamo sempre giocare a tirare. Quindi che vengono, abbiamo Edi, abbiamo Ivan. Forza,
second half. Dumfries stripped and ready to go. Presumably he will come on for Matteo Darmian. And Inter's recent form is becoming a bit more than a blip. They lost here in the derby. They drew at Napoli last weekend. They were defeated by Liverpool here in the Champions League. Yes, all top-class opponents. But this is a worrying trend and a concerning period of the season to go into a run of bad form, Massimo Paganini.
Yes, it's not easy for him tonight, but anyway, I think that this game is not finished. Of course, there is 45 minutes. So now we see which will be the change that
Dzeko's stripped and ready to go as well, so it's a double substitution, not just Dumfries but Dzeko too. To prompt switch from the Pope side as they look to try and change the course of this match. Make sure that they can go back to the Serie A summit after Milan dropped 2 points last night in the deep south in Campania at Salernitana. Sassuolo have been very good. They've had a bite to their play and above all a cutting edge. Raspadori with the opener, Scamacca with the second. Berardi's rattled the bar. And they've also been ably backed up by the likes of Kirikesh and Consigli. But 45 minutes are a long time in football, particularly with this Inter side. They boast the league's best attack for a reason, 55 in the goals for column. They're going to need at least 3 if they are to come away with the same number of points come the end. We are going to see Ruan coming on as well for Sassuolo. He replaces Ayhan for the second half, so centre-back for centre-back. And as expected, it is Darmian for Dumfries. It's left out for the first time since the Lazio game. That's when Alexis Sanchez and Lautaro last started to get it. Gagliardini who's been taken off, Massimo. So we're going to have Dzeko, Lautaro Martinez.
yes, so
and Alexis Sanchez all on the pitch together.
there will be 3-4-1-2. It means that they will play the 2 players just in front of the defense, Barella and Çalhanoğlu, and there will be Sanchez that support play as number 10 behind the two forward.
Alexis Sanchez immediately finds Barella. Kirikesh there ahead of Lautaro. Dumfries trying to play the ball into the Argentine. Inter have come charging out in the second half. Skriniar wins back the ball. Dumfries. Alexis Sanchez unable to keep it in play. I don't recall ever seeing Alexis, Lautaro and Dzeko all on the pitch at the same time this season.
I don't know, just
Trying to think about during the matches, he can do it, because they can play together. Of course, Inter have to find the right balance
because they also have Dumfries and Perisic, so they have 3+2 forward, so the other 5 have to cover all the spaces behind it, so it's not so easy. They have to take their time, they need to have patience, and also, as I said, they have a lot of balance.
Çalhanoğlu feeding it through. Alexis Sanchez for Çalhanoğlu again. This is Perisic. Sassuolo just about hit it away. Barella. Çalhanoğlu. Di Marco. Bold approach this from Simone Inzaghi. Credit to him. And now it's all beginning to make sense. Simone Inzaghi was overheard saying to Çalhanoğlu in the tunnel, "You two are now central midfielders." He was referring to Çalhanoğlu and Barella, Mediani, the term he used. 2 in the middle of 4-man midfield line. So Çalhanoğlu and Barella will presumably be asked to be a little more defensively minded.
What they ask them, they say to them, he says to them, also a long ball because we have Dzeko inside.
It's the long ball for Perisic. Lautaro Martinez flicks it on. Mulder didn't expect it from Kirikesh. Fratesi, neat and tidy, but he's run into Barella. Still Barella. Lautaro Martinez couldn't control. But now Sassuolo looking scared and shell-shocked. Alexis Sanchez. And Kyriakopoulos got in ahead of Dumfries. Traore. That's poor. Straight to Dumfries. Alexis Sanchez. Traore came back to atone for his initial slip. This time it was Fratesi literally losing his footing. You didn't think the tempo to this match could get any faster, but it's gone up a notch in the opening 3 minutes of the second half. Sassuolo having to dig deep. Di Marco. Perisic. Di Marco again. Back came Berardi, fine defending. His clearance is straight to Barilla. That's a foul by Raspadori. It's a free kick.
It's changed a lot now because the line of pass, the line of defending by Inter and the Sassuolo, it's changed all the things. That's why. So it's not to be not so easy for Sassuolo. They have to find a solution immediately. If not, Inter can come back immediately in this match and Sassuolo will be in great trouble.
The first booking of the game is doled out to Giacomo Raspadori. Fratesi and Kirikesh, incidentally, the two players who would miss Sassuolo's game against Fiorentina next. Lautaro, the man who's in the same situation for Inter. Di Marco teases it in. Dzeko was waiting. Sassuolo get it to safety, but only as far as Alexis Sanchez. Çalhanoğlu tosses it in. Dzeko there again. Obviously, he gathers in the second attempt. Çalhanoğlu, Dumfries, this is Dzeko. There was Ruan taking it off his toes. Raspadori now. Barilla chasing back forlornly. Berardi, this is where Inter could be picked off. Berardi, it nearly reached Raspadori. Perisic is there to help out. Çalhanoğlu. End-to-end action. It's almost like watching basketball or handball. Midfield almost being completely bypassed. Di Marco. Dzeko waited once again. Ruan got his head to the ball. Just wonder whether they anticipated the switch with Dzeko, and that's why Ruan has been sent on to right hand, perhaps slightly better in the air. The man they brought in from Grêmio. Alexis Sanchez. Di Marco. Alexis Sanchez can't find Perisic. Away by Mulder. Barilla's touch loose, but he was there to prod it back to De Vrij. Sassuolo will have to do plenty of defending in this second half, you sense. Sure, I remember a weekend like this. Juventus failed to win, nor did Milan take the 3 points. Roma were held against Verona. Atalanta beat Inter trailing. We've still got Lazio and Napoli to come, but last season's top 7 are toiling this weekend, and you can't even say it's necessarily because of their European commitments, because Roma didn't play in Europe, and nor did Milan. And nor did Juventus. Flicks it on. He gets there ahead of Raspadori, but Sassuolo still carry a threat. Their game plan won't change too much. They might be a tad more guarded defensively. They still possess the ability to break forward with purpose and pace. 7 times they beat this scoreline, nothing new. Perisic took the throw from the wrong place, and in fact it goes the way of Sassuolo. We did wonder how Inter would cope without Brozovic thus far. They are struggling. They're trying to get Bastoni back for this game as well. They appealed his too-match ban following the derby. That appeal was swiftly rejected by the Giudice Sportivo. Kyriakopoulos away from Dumfries. Still Kyriakopoulos. The deflection takes it behind for a corner.
He breaks here, Kyriakopoulos. He's trying to stop him. He decided to shot on goal.
Traore told to wait before taking the corner. Francesco Forno just calling the two teams to order. Traore with the ball in. Frattesi couldn't get there, nor could Berardi control. That's a late challenge on Lautaro Martinez. It's a free kick. Tactical foul from Bulgur to make sure that the Venezuelan couldn't counter. Perisic. There is a positive precedent for Inter in this situation. They were without Brozovic on the back of the defeat to Real Madrid in November 2020. Went on to win 3-0 against Sassuolo at the Mapei. Perisic showed inside. Ivan Perisic. Rather than go for goal, he tried to find Dzeko. Scamacca. Keeping De Vrij at bay. Bulgur. That's risky. Lautaro Martinez wins back the ball. Di Marco. Alexis Sanchez. Perisic. To Cascio. Once again, Sassuolo struggling to keep hold of the ball. Akhir Çalhanoğlu. Dzeko makes the run, but it's over here. This match was supposed to herald the start of a slightly easier set of fixtures for Inter. Not so. It's proven thus far. Skriniar. Makes a hurry by Traore. Six out Perisic. Ruan in ahead of Dzeko. Very calmly done by the Brazilian. Maxime Lopez. Berardi. Bulgur. That's a foul by De Vrij, straight through the back of Scamacca.
Is doing a great job. All the balls that come out from the defense, he defend the ball and give the chance to the team to come up. You know, it's very important that kind of work, the kind of job for a centre forward.
You can certainly see why Inter are tempted by the signing of Gianluca Scamacca. The idea is they might be able to pair him alongside Dzeko for a season, learn the tricks of the trade. This is Maxime Lopez. Once again, Scamacca tried to hold it up. This time, De Vrij got in front of him. If sand, Milan would stay top. Perisic, and away goes Eddie Dzeko. Can he halve the deficit? Koscielny there to make the save. Inter in behind. Mulder studs up. Another yellow card for a Sassuolo player, and this time for the fullback.
I think the referee whistled too early. That ball arrived too directly inside the box, or close to the box. But anyway, we see a great save by Seri again. You see, he sees the foul, then he keeps the ball. See again, the great attack space. Maybe it was too tight. He gets right there, and Seri did well because he remained on goal and closed that angle and the possibility to Dzeko to shot on goal.
It's nonetheless getting closer. They are sniffing out this goal. They can feel it. Dimarco with the free kick. The chest of Mulder is the view of Francesco Forno, but for the prize of 57,000 inside the answer. Desperate to hear whether that was a penalty. Forno has consulted with the VAR, but into continue. Berardi hooks it away. Paolo Valeri is the video assistant referee. Did Mulder lead into that with his left arm? That's the question they have to answer. It is just a corner. Dimarco with the corner. Headed away by Ruan. Shalanolu. That was firmly struck. Barella. And Ruan hooks it away. Dimarco straight into touch. Had more time than he realised. Just enough of the left pick of Mulder there. Still half an hour to go. It's going to become very difficult for Sassuolo to continue to resist these Inter advances. Ruan. Skamaka, nice header down for Maxime Lopez. Sassuolo still have their 2-goal cushion, but it is a fragile lead. Kiriakopoulos. Dumfries there to block. Once again, Sassuolo needed stand-up display for their goalkeeper, Andrea Koscielny. Dimarco, look at the time and space for Dzeko. Dumfries, Alexis Sanchez. Dzeko now. Lautaro Martinez was waiting. But Ruan has made a big contribution since coming off the bench in the second half. Several important clearances.
Perfect close by Ruan in that situation. He closed the space. The possibility to get ball to arrive to Lautaro Martinez inside the box.
Fratesi, Traore, beautifully done, away from Barella. Only Skamaka in support, Berardi on this near side. Skamaka now, looking to find Berardi. Gorgeous switch of play. Berardi now, still Berardi. Dimarco did enough.
He closed well, Dimarco. He understand before where Berardi could dribble him.
Alexis Sanchez, Barella, Inter pouring forward in numbers again. Dumfries towards Dzeko. He was looking for Lautaro Martinez. Once again, it's end-to-end to San Siro. Maxime Lopez. Alessio Dionisi shouting, Joker, play on, play on. Doesn't want to see his side go into their shell. doesn't want them to sit too deep and try and manage this lead or defend this advantage. They need to stay true to their footballing principles. Lautaro Martinez has won it back and released Dumfries. Dzeko there with him. Now Perisic joining in. Perisic away from Mulder. Dzeko attacks it. Consigli makes the save. Dumfries. Dzeko. He wants a corner. He gets it too. Consigli just about got there before the ball crossed the line.
Perfect cross here by Perisic. Not a perfect header by Dzeko that was. Yeah, a 50-50 with Kirikesh that did well. And here he is, Consigli again.
Çalhanoğlu takes the corner. Skriniar waits. This is Di Marco. Now by Scamacca. Traore played the ball. So too did Barella. Junior Traore again. Lautaro Martinez has won it back. Play on, says the referee. Alexis Sanchez. Perisic with time. Ivan Perisic. Wrong option.
Tried again to shot on the far post. He comes inside with his right foot. And we'll see again. Perfect. Can't give the power, enough power to that ball. Dzeko.
Astonishingly, Sassuolo scored twice with just 3 efforts on target. Inter have hit the target half a dozen times, still no way past. Andrea Consigli, increasingly resembling a brick wall. Dzeko trying to hold it up. Alexis Sanchez pounces on the loose ball. Mulder read it well. He needs to be careful too, having been booked. Berardi. Maxime Lopez. Traore can bring it forward again with purpose. Junior Traore, what a run this is! And in the end, just tried to take on one opponent too many.
Now the teams are losing their shapes, so it's easy to have counter-attack, you know.
Dzeko holding off Kirikesh, not once but twice. Dzeko tries to switch in. Mulder calmly finds Fratesi. Berardi. Ruan. Berardi could easily return the pass there to Maxime Lopez. Fratesi now. Another player linked with Inter. His first club, Roma, reportedly had a 30% sell-on clause. Kyriakopoulos. Berardi. Raspadori. Berardi once more. Nice football from Sassuolo. Traore. 2 options to his right. Junior Traore going himself. Skriniar knew what was coming. Dumfries holds off Maxime Lopez. Advantage played by the referee. Dzeko. Still in to keep the ball. Di Marco. Perisic now. Perisic with the cross. Too much on it for Dzeko. He'll keep it in play. Dzeko sends it back in. Out the way it came from Ruan. Barella. Dzeko still in the channel. It's his cross. Once again, Ruan wins the aerial challenge. Federico Di Marco. Who got the last touch? It is a corner. Still a quarter of this match remaining. There is time aplenty for Inter to go on and score not once but twice. Di Marco kills it in. Dupre rose, but he couldn't keep it down.
The ball was too high. Shot head on goal with power.
It is becoming an increasing increasingly frustrating evening for Inter. Their supporters were delighted last night when Milan Juric scored the second goal for Salernitana. Alexis Sanchez, Denzel Dumfries, he's scored in, and Checo completely missed his kick. That is not like him at all.
Maybe for the movement of Alexis Sanchez just in front of him. The ball was just a little bit, behind him. That's why. Just try to shot on goal. Another great opportunity anyway for Inter.
Frattesi's lost the ball. Alexis Sanchez. Pekan Çalhanoğlu. This is Barella. And Checo must be. And somehow Consigli saves. Ruan stabs it behind. The flag was up in any case. But Consigli is on fire. Stato di grazia, Massimo.
Yes, of course. Always when he played in San Siro. Always. It's unbelievable. He saved that too. It was offside, but he saved that ball.
Frattesi has cramp. That shows you just how intense this game has been.
I don't know if it was offside.
Defrel celebrating the save. He and Mateus Enrique about to be sent on. So clearly they were aware of Frattesi's deteriorating energy levels. Because presumably he will now come off for Mateus Enrique. And Defrel perhaps for Scamacca, who's just getting a word from the bench.
They could play with the Frelli. Scamacca would come out because the Frelli is more a counter-attacker than Scamacca, so they can attack the space, but I don't know. We'll see yet who will come out. For sure Frattesi, I'm sure that Frattesi that did a great match. And Scamacca too.
The two Romans, the two very good friends.
Yes, also outside the pitch, not just inside, but also outside. From a long time, they were with me in the national team when they were under 18. So, great story of friendship between them.
Two players who will surely go on to grace the senior national side on a consistent basis. Gregoire Defrel is on, so too Mateus Enrique wearing 97. Dionisi could do with a spell of respite here because it has been relentless into pressure right since the second half began, and yet Consigli continues to defy logic. Lautaro Martinez. Ruan has been impeccable since he came on. Berardi. Fine dribbling from him, good ball for Aspaglioni. Defrel just beyond him. Good touch of the Frenchman. Berardi knocked off the ball by Dumfries, who then seems to lash out at Berardi, right in front of the fourth official, Giacomo Camplone. If it's hard to overturn this deficit, it's going to have to be a late show. That much is becoming evident. The crowd are certainly doing their bit. A wall of noise reverberating around San Siro as cries of Inter come from the best part of 60,000. Alexis Sanchez. Checo crawling for the ball in the box. Stays back with Alexis Sanchez. Di Marco again. And Perisic in a pocket of space. It must be this time. Lautaro Martinez has put it wide. Only he knows how.
What a pace of play by Inter. Fantastic. Asking the ball inside. And you see Lautaro was just try to shot on goal as much power as he can. But he will see. He missed the target. It was easy for him that situation. And this is the picture of the match. You know, the ball that go outside, and that great opportunity for Inter.
One goal in his his previous 10 matches, 1 goal in that sequence which featured 8 starts, and even then it didn't come from open play, it came from 12 yards against Juventus. Lautaro Martinez really struggling, and so too are Inter here. Maxime Lopez, De Frel there with him, so too Raspadori. This would give it off, and it's narrowly off target. Raspadori thought he had won it there.
This was the first shot for Sassuolo in the second half.
Jacob meantime at the other end, deceptively quick. Still Jacob. Dumfries. The perfect advertisement is for Serie A. It has been a brilliant game of football right from the first whistle. Sassuolo not overawed in this atmosphere. Not cowed by the champions. Alexis Sanchez. That's a nice ball for Barella if he can control, which he can't. Kyriakopoulos. And now there will be even more room to operate in for Raspadori. Maxime Lopez. Matteo Seri. Mulder. Sassuolo finally getting a breather in. That's what a spell of possession allows them to do. You saw Raspadori puffing out his cheeks. They have really had to work hard, the uneasy side defensively, and the job is far from complete. Kyriakopoulos, Junior Traore. Kyriakopoulos has continued his progress. Raspadori. Perhaps even Inter due a bit of a breather. Kirikesh. De Frel. Big footwork. He's away from Skriniar, but not Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu again. Kirikesh came back to make sure Dzeko didn't retrieve it. Traore on target in each of his last 2 matches against Juventus in the Cup, Roma in the league. Berardi. Mulder bobbing on. Berardi leaves it. Skriniar. Very calm, he finds Çalhanoğlu. Di Marco. Away goes Perisic. And Ruan guides it back to his goalkeeper. Di Marco. Dzeko. Dumfries. Di Marco on his weaker side. It's a good cross for Dzeko. And Rossini hangs on. Massive quarter of an hour now, not just for Inter, but also for Milan and Napoli watching on. Desperate to know whether the Nero-Verdi can close out this result. And once again, put a question mark over Inter's title credentials. They are the team to beat, they are the reigning champions, they do still have that game in hand, and yet they trail here. Matteo Seri. Ruan. Berardi now, told to drive it Di Marco by his coach. Still Berardi. Raspadori. Raspadori again. Traore. Berardi. He's kept the ball. But he can't find Matteo Seri. Back in Alexis Sanchez. Perisic now. He's played it straight into touch, where Vidal and Ambrosio wait to make their entrance.
Very tight.
You called it Massimo Perisic running on empty, nothing left in the tank, so on comes Dani Danilo D'Ambrosio. Does that mean that Dumfries comes to the left and D'Ambrosio goes on the other side?
Could be possible. Or D'Ambrosio will play here. Or D'Ambrosio will play centre forward, and we have Di Marco that will come out as a wing back, as a left wing back.
Great performance from Junior Traore. Didn't score today, but he is a real talent, and he makes way now for Abdul Haroui.
We mentioned here just before the match, and we said that Sassuolo had a lot of talented young players, and of course Raspadori scored, Scamacca scored, and Traore did a great, with Frattesi, a great performance.
Berardi's found Raspadori. It's still Raspadori. Good block from De Vrij. Dumfries nearly gave it to De Vrij. Raspadori now! Handanovic to the rescue. Brilliant save from him to keep Inter in it. Ruan, Haroui, Berardi is onside. It's still Domenico Berardi! And it flashes off target.
So great opportunities for Sassuolo in just 30 seconds. Raspadori first, and then Berardi.
Di Marco. Alexis Sanchez. Inter are not done yet. They are not dead and buried. They're still very much in this match, despite the scoreline, in spite of the heroics from Consigli. Di Marco. It's deep towards D'Ambrosio, and now Checo waits. Kirikesh was there. Alexis Sanchez taking the long route round. And the final ball not up to scratch. Anywhere will do for Kyriakopoulos. Well played Raspadori into Sassuolo throw.
We'll say play it down here, and then Skriniar.
They will go away with plenty of regret, Sassuolo, if they don't take maximum points from the Meazza today, because then Raspadori could have killed it off. So too could Berardi have put the result beyond doubt, and yet the outcome of this match still hangs in the balance. De Vrij, Haroui bombing forward to help him out. Grégoire De Vrij, Haroui, Handanovic, straight to Berardi. Back it goes for De Vrij. Berardi again. And no one able to get a shot away. Inter live to fight another day. Dumfries. Di Marco. Simone Inzaghi urging his players forward. Checo driving for the byline. Mulder able to clear. And he just about clears. Barella with the trajectory. D'Ambrosio. Pity anyone that has to cut the highlights of this match. You could have essentially retained all 90 minutes. It's been that good. Skriniar. De Vrij. Vidal. Alexis Sanchez, nice ball for Dumfries. This is D'Ambrosio. He let it run, but Ruan was there. Raspadori now. Precise once more in possession. Matteo Serriti. He's found an out ball for Maxi Lopez. De Vrij on the shoulder. Bouncing off the challenge of Skriniar. And Sassuolo restoring calm, keeping the ball, frustrating Inter. Haroui. Mulder. Berardi. Maxime Lopez. De Vrij decides just to stick. Sassuolo content to keep the ball, and the problem, Massimo, is the tempo Inter have sustained since half-time means they're now tired. You can see it. De Vrij. Holding off Vidal. Matteo Serriti. Kyriakopoulos. Matteo Serriti now. Is this the moment for Sassuolo? Matteo Serriti. Skriniar once again in the right place to deal with it.
Great save by Skriniar here. Great save. Like goal. With Enrique here, he finds his mates Berardi on the far post, and Skriniar just arrived there. And you will see the great save again by Andanovic.
We've spoken in glowing terms about the performance of Contini, but Handanovic has also produced plenty of all-important shots. Will it prove in vain? That's the question. Nicolò Barella towards Dzeko. Juan got there. Not for the first time in this second period. Haroui's dawdled in possession. Lautaro Martinez. Vidal. Lautaro again. Uldur. Able to dispossess it and find Berardi. Maxime Lopez. Dufrel. Kyriakopoulos. She's lost it to Dzeko. Now he needs a helping hand. Still in Dzeko. That's brilliant. Can he find a teammate? Alexis Sanchez. Ruan in the way again.
Very unlucky here, Inter, because Ruan was there, but Dzeko did a fantastic job there. And then a cutback for Alexis Sanchez, and Ruan was just there. Very unlucky Inter in this situation because the shot was on goal.
What an impact he's had off the bench, the new signing Ruan. Dionisi sent for, summoned in the second half. Still into press forward. Their eighth corner. Di Marco with the set piece. Contini stays at home. And D'Ambrosio didn't make any sort of meaningful contact on it. Raspadori. Ruan. Haroui. Uldur. Raspadori clears hopefully. Barella the man deepest in black and blue. Barella's ball for Vidal. Alexis Sanchez now. The shot is blocked. Uldur's lost it. Di Marco there. So to Lautaro Martinez. Kirikesh with his head to the ball. And Ruan was clattered by D'Ambrosio. A yellow card. He was attempting the overhead kick. And Ruan got his head to the ball.
That's right, the bicycle train box. Here again.
How Brozovic would have loved to have been out there this afternoon. How he could have played his part, but they have missed him. But more than anything, they've missed their chances. A combination of some classic saves from Contini and a touch of profligacy from Inter. That is what has cost them so far, and I say so far for a reason, because nothing is beyond this team. 4 minutes plus added time. Still to play. Vlad Kirikesh. Raspadori couldn't retrieve it. Vidal. Barella. Vidal has found Lautaro Martinez. Alexis Sanchez rides the challenge. Now it's Di Marco. And it's needed a better final ball. Dumfries won't keep it in play.
Dzeko asking for the ball on the ground, not in the air.
That one moment might be the clearest indication that Marotta, Stephen Chang, Alessandro Antonello and the rest might be staring down another defeat for Inter. They're in complete control of the derby. 3 minutes of madness and 2 goals from Olivier seem to bump into the Italy international, but he's saying that the Sassuolo man made a deal of it, but that is just what Dionisi would have wanted from Berardi at this stage of the game. De Vrij with the challenge, corner, and now Sassuolo can keep it in that area of the pitch. They're going to send on, rather surprisingly, Federico Peluso, who's played just once all season. 16 minutes against Cagliari in the Coppa Italia round of 16. He has plenty of experience, Massimo, but Peluso is 38 now.
Close to 300 matches in Serie A.
Raspadori keeping the ball in the corner. Di Marco can't get there. Nor can D'Ambrosio. Still Raspadori. Vidal comes away with it. And D'Ambrosio just about got away from De Vrij. We're into the final minute of the 90. D'Ambrosio. Inter need to score twice. Can they even get one? Stefan De Vrij. D'Ambrosio. Alexis Sanchez demanding the ball. Tipped over the top for Checo. Lautaro Martinez. Ruan got the ball. Lautaro asking for a penalty. De Vrij. Maxi Lopez. Always so assured in possession. And now he releases his compatriot, Gregoire De Vrij. Maxi Lopez providing the support. Raspadori. Haroui. How much added time? That's what everyone inside the Piazza wants to know now, regardless of whether they're of an Inter or Sassuolo persuasion. He seems to get the ball. Before added minutes have begun. Is this an occasion Inter are going to look back on with huge regret? Is this one of the results that could potentially compromise their title challenge, their Scudetto defence? Di Marco sets himself. Good looking ball for Dumfries. It was too high for him. Kyriakopoulos felt he was fouled. But from the looks of it, Massimo, the Nerazzurri are ending up on the losing side.
Of course, now they just start the last 3 matches against Napoli, with Liverpool, and of course this match too. They lose their confidence, but you know, it's happened during a season, long season like we have. So they have, but they didn't play bad. We can't say they played bad tonight, and they were just a little bit unlucky sometimes. They didn't have enough balance at the start because they didn't have Brozovic on the pitch. They have to find the right position on the pitch. They conceded 2 goals, and when you concede 2 goals on a team in Serie A, it's not so easy to recover.
The Sassuolo senior management watching on with anxiety. Lautaro Martinez has won a free kick after an ungainly challenge from Peluso. 2.5 minutes to score twice for Inter. That's just to salvage a point and keep the status quo with Milan. Napoli still play this weekend. They'll be in action tomorrow at Cagliari. Now things are just boiling over. Inter naturally frustrated. Skriniar having a bit of afters with Ruan. 2 big, powerful centre halves.
You have to stay calm anyway, because the match is right to finish, and they have a lot of matches to play. So it's not clever to create problems and to receive a yellow card or worse, a red card.
And the fixture list certainly favours Inter compared with their rivals. Many of the big hurdles have been negotiated. Alexis Sanchez teases it in. Away by Haroui. Struck by Barella. D'Ambrosio now. Ruan got the block in, and he celebrates with Kirikesh. Sassuolo are so close they can almost touch him. Di Marco. Vidal. Di Marco's cross. Dealt with again by Ruan. Seems to sense where the ball's going to go. That came off the chest of Di Marco. Skriniar. Vidal. Lovely cross to Ray! They've got one back! 1 minute of added time to play, and Stefan de Vrij halves the deficit, and Inter could yet snatch a dramatic point.
They're asking for a handball. I don't know which point, but you see the fly, perfect head inside the box, from the ball inside the box. Can't get there.
Finally, they found a way past Consiglio. It's a sumptuous header from Stefan de Vrij. His second goal of the season, his first in Serie A. After that finish here against Sheriff, the question is, can Inter get the ball back in time? The 4 added minutes are up. There will be a bit more to be played. Now, Francesco Forno just checking with Paolo Valeni that the goal is a good one. I think it was Barella that seemed to lean in and handle it. That moment of joy for Inter can yet be extinguished, and the referee is going across to take a look. And surely with that, Inter's last hopes, that glimmer that was still intact, is about to be dashed by this. Di Marco, with the outstretched right arm, did appear to hit his forearm, Massimo.
Here it depends on the referee. It seems that the arm is just a little bit too much away, large distance from the body.
Di Marco's arm in an unnatural position. Is whether he then caught it with the forearm or is it the shoulder? That's the question.
Yes, that's the point.
Paolo Valeni, the video assistant referee, has seen enough to refer it to Francesco Forno, and Consigli might yet get his clean sheet at San Siro. By the way, this is only adding to that 4 minutes of additional time which was initially awarded. De Vrij's lifeline might yet be cut short.
It's a goal, I think.
Lovely ball in from Vidal. De Vrij with a thumping header. Simone Inzaghi still believes. Consigli unhappy. They were convinced it was a handball, and they were right to believe that.
Okay.
The goal has been disallowed. Vidal closed down. We've played 6 added minutes. Still time for it to toss it long. Checo adjudged to have brought Rouen, and now Sassuolo know that they've done enough. An absolutely stunning performance. It was 2 very different displays of Dionisi's men. The first half was all about being clinical. The second period was a case of being resolute, and Kirikish and Rouen, along with the likes of Consigli, certainly did that. They're out the all smiles. That's the spokesman for Sassuolo. They won at Juventus, they won here against Milan, and they have toppled the champions too. It is another huge scalp for Alessio Dionisi on his burgeoning CV. Goals from Raspadori and Scamacca in the first half, heroics from Consigli, particularly in the second. It is a cursed evening for Inter, and it is very much an evening full of regret for the Nerazzurri. They lose ground on Milan, and they could yet lose ground on Napoli. Alessio Dionisi with a tactical masterclass. It is finished.
What is it? It is passion and style, heritage and diversity, creativity and innovation. Italy is simply extraordinary, be it.
25 of the 2015-16 season, a record 9 red cards were brandished across France.
And the referee is reaching for his red card. Tony Chapra has sent Abdullah off.
And it's red for Mogani. 8 were straight reds, and 1 was after a second yellow was shown. Meaning the 16-year-old record of 6 red cards in 1 match day was beaten. But a record is a record.
How hard is it to play these two when you haven't faced them for 10 years?
Well, we've played them a lot individually, but they're obviously better together. So we're expecting a very tough match.
Men's doubles final. 4 of the great doubles players of this era. The Indian combination makes their way onto centre court.
Hayes Bupati, Lee Hesh, their nickname, Nick Indian Express. It took all the skills the Bryan brothers could summon to fend off the challenge.
Oh, what a classic doubles point. The crowd will love that.
Bupati, the big serve, pays the acrobat.
He's looking very comfortable on serve, Mahesh Bupati. Dropped just the 1 point on his serve so far.
Once a feared outfit, the pair hadn't played together at a Grand Slam since 2002.
Wow, what a shot.
Backhand that we spoke of with Bupati.
The Australian Open remaining the 1 Grand Slam title to elude the Indians.
The veterans, Mahesh Bupati and Leander Paes made them stretch every inch of the way, but the Bryan boys are the winners in Melbourne once again.
Just want to say a word about these guys. It's great to see them playing after 10 years. They're the Indian Express. They're great for the game of doubles, and it's great to see you guys back.